everyone. I just wanted to check in. I'm off to church this morning. As a rule, I try not to work a lot on Sunday. Sometimes, just because I do work so many jobs on eBay, Amazon, and nursing, sometimes if the weather's bad and I know I have to leave early to get to my nursing job an hour and a half away, sometimes I have to leave on Sundays in the winter. It's just the way it is. But for the most part, I try to keep Sunday a rest day. Today, we do have a funeral dinner. It's kind of sad. There's a 14-year-old here in our town who committed suicide, so just tragic. And that's part of my ministry. I do believe that having lost a child, I know what it's like to have to plan this funeral in a week and a half time, and you just don't want the family to have to worry about anything. So this is a ministry I actually had before my son passed away. It was just something that I did all of these years, but now it's even more important to me. It just feels right to be the one who's there to help another family when they need it. So that's part of what I do outside of here. So today, this morning, I woke up, my VA had about 12, I want to say, items done that I had typed in yesterday. So I went ahead and launched those just to kind of wake up my eBay store. I wanted to show you my bracelet that my friend got me. Isn't that gorgeous? If you, she's the manager at Works of Wyoming in Laramie. If you are ever there, oh my gosh, just check it out. I am so blessed to have a friend who works there because I get the coolest, like, Art Deco blown glass stuff for my birthday. So I can't wait for my birthday to roll around again. And I just need to go in there and just buy what I want. But I'm always surprised because we've known each other 22 years. Lorena is my best eBay friend. That's what bonds us together. Yes, we talk about raising children, and yes, we talk about other things. But honestly, really, it's like she's my eBay and Amazon friend. Like, that's all we ever talk about. So I wanted to just give a shout out to Works of Wyoming. It's crafters. It's like a art. What do you call it? An artist conglomerate or an artist. They work together. So all different artists put their stuff there. And so she's the manager there, and she does do eBay and Amazon on the side too. Anyway, back to what I was saying. So I woke up my store this morning. I'm thankful that my VA does work a lot of the weekends off and on. He'll at least do 20, 30 items for me so I can wake up my store. Now, after church, I'm going to come back, and since it is kind of more of a cooking and a work day, I'm going to show you guys a lot of what I got yesterday thrifting. So I'm going to start sorting that, getting it ready and prepped for my photographer. My photographer technically is a friend of mine, and she would do all of that. She would take the stickers off. She would do it all. But I just like to make sure that I even want to sell it, make sure I didn't miss any stains. She's working at 2 a.m, taking the photos for me, and I feel like I'm blessed just to have that. And so to ask her to do a bunch of other things, I don't want to do, because she is at work, and so she would have to take cleaners and shoe cleaners and more items than she already does, than just setting up the photo studio at work and doing that for me. So I will be going through all of that, putting it in bins and getting it organized. I don't know when she's coming back. I don't know if it's Monday or Tuesday. I believe it'll probably be Tuesday or maybe even Wednesday before she picks up all of these new things I found to photo. If there's anything in there worth a ton, then I'm going to get it listed. I might list those curtain panels. I believe that I can pay for everything I spent pretty much yesterday just by reselling those curtain panels. So I may get those up and listed by tomorrow. Let's see. I mentioned on my Instagram, if you're not on my Instagram, it's just Outstanding Books 1. So go join me on Instagram. I've had Outstanding Books as my username for over 22 years, and so I just don't want to change it. Obviously, I'm No Excuses Reseller on here, and I know I should kind of have the same name. But I may change that name eventually, but right now it's working and people know how to find me through that. But anyway, I posted on there about 2 people that I found this morning because I am really starting to study. I always have studied. I've always watched BOLO videos. I've always tried to read, but I'm really trying to go back to eBay school. I will always sell clothing. That's so easy for me around here as far as, just much easier than hard goods. I'm never going to be quite the hard goods seller other than traveling farther, but I do go to a lot of thrifts, especially when I'm visiting my kids and when I'm in Denver looking for clothing. And so I'm really trying to get a half and half mix. That would be ideal for me. Half non-clothing, and half just all the great brands that I find. So I'm trying to study hard goods especially. And so with Christmas coming up, I've started watching two people, and I just want to give them a shout out. BOLO Buddies, BOLO Buddies, just like it sounds. She has a Facebook page, or they do. I think there's two of them. They have a Facebook page, and then they also have YouTube videos. I learned a ton about bathroom things at estate sales, kitchen things. So I'm going to finish a lot of those videos today while I'm cooking and cleaning my house and working. And then I also, he's the auction professor, and he's on YouTube. I don't know if he has a Facebook page. I've only watched two of his videos, but he's just, the ones I watched are Christmas ones, and he's talking about elves and how, you know, a lot of people buy Christmas Santa stuff, and there's nothing wrong with that, but he's saying elves and some of these other things are where it's at too. So I am trying to really study today. So I truly plan on just binge watching, or binge listening at least, to 20-30 more of these videos today while I am going about my day. If you watched my Instagram yesterday under Outstanding Books 1, like I said, you will see that I posted a quick couple shots of things that I found. I think it ended up to be, 8 paper sacks full of clothing, and because that was the things that you could put in the half price, or the $5 a bag, and then the other was half price. And then I found a lot of halfway decent hard good things too. I found a video game that should go for $65 used on Amazon, or if it's close in price. If something is close in price, I always just put it on eBay. I don't know why. I love Amazon, but it just seems like I have really good feedback on Amazon too. I have 100%, but it's just always a little bit scarier to me. I've just had some bad experiences on there. People accusing you of it being a counterfeit or whatever. And so especially if I don't have receipts for it and I'm not buying it wholesale or from a authorized distributor, as Amazon says, then I just tend to put some of that stuff on eBay. So if I'm going to get $5 or $10 less, I always choose eBay as the place to put things. That's just my opinion on it. So that's how I'm going to spend my day. I will be checking back in with everybody probably tonight if I can get it done when I make the really long video of everything I found. So I hope everybody's having a good day. Goodbye.